Jesus, that was weird. Wouldn't let me go live. All right, should be good now. All righty. What's all this about? Oh, playoff wins and yada yada. And I was just looking at something before I started. Hold on, getting everything up. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you've enjoyed your team's schedule release. I'm pretty excited. My team's got pretty much no primetime games, but as a Patriots fan, I was expecting nothing. We got on the big stage last year like 6 times and shit the bed every single time, so they're not interested in having us back. Maybe next year. Because again, my team really didn't deserve any prime times. What's up, Nolan? What's up, Spears? How you guys doing? What's up, Stud? What up, Kenny? You guys all happy with your team's schedules? You just got back from ball hockey. Nice. How'd it go? You got 5. Nice. You got 5 standalone games. Are you including your Thanksgiving games? Like all your games that you're going to be the only game on? You lost 7-2. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, Lions Rams got Sunday Night Football week 1. Let's get that up. In fact, open in browser. There we go. Here's the Sunday Night Football schedule. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? You have 3 in a row. Sheesh. Lions got 2 Sunday Night Football games this year. They play. The Patriots got no Sunday nights. Yeesh. I'm good, Kevin. How you doing? Lions will play the Rams to start the season off. A nice little rematch against Matthew Stafford. It's in Detroit. And then in week 10, the Lions will play a second Sunday night game and head to Houston. So that's cool. It'll be fun. Then we have the Bears versus the Texans, the Chiefs versus the Falcons, Bills versus Ravens should be pretty good. And actually, the Bears versus the Texans could be really good if the Bears live up to the hype. Yeah, the Lions play the Thanksgiving. They play the Bears. Jeez, Packers got 4 in a row for the prime times. What's up, Sean? I want to look at Thursday night really quick. We got Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. That's like our only primetime game. Cowboys, Giants, Buccaneers, Falcons, 49ers, Seahawks. Thursday night games aren't so bad. Broncos, Saints, Vikings, Rams. That's good. Texans, Jets could be good. Wow, they actually have some good Thursday nights this year. You guys got a lot of prime times. Yeah, we can start looking at schedules. I kind of want to look at the prime times first, and then I'm going to look at my teams, and then we'll look at other teams. Commanders, Eagles. That should be interesting. Steelers, Browns. Damn, they actually have some really good Thursday night football games this year. Raiders, Chiefs, Packers, Lions. That'll be really exciting. Dolphins, Packers, Thanksgiving. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to see how Brady does calling games. I'll actually be able to listen to football games. Then we've got Rams, 49ers, Browns, Bengals. Damn. Barely any stinkers. So you guys have 7 prime times. Well, national televised could be 4 o'clock, I suppose. Let's see. We did Sunday night. Now Monday nights. I don't really feel like reading all these games. There's a lot of them. Lions 49ers looks really good. I'll point out the key ones, like the big sounding ones. 49ers Jets Niners should be pretty fun. A whole bunch of play-by-play. I usually do like 3 a game, or 3 like 2 to 3 on Sunday and Monday and Thursday, as long as I don't have classes that interfere. And Monday I usually do the second half because of that. So Seahawks Lions, that should be fun. Lions got 2 Monday Night Football games, so that's 4 prime times for the Lions plus Thanksgiving. Sheesh. All right. We'll just go team schedules and who should we start? Oh yeah, what's up, Jacob? Oh yeah, I want to start with the Patriots real fast. I know this bores people, but I want to see my own team schedule. All right. We play the Panthers to open up the year. We should be able to win that game. And then we play the Eagles. Well, that sucks. We're probably going to lose. Then we play the Commanders. That's a 50-50 game. The Bengals, that's a loss. Oh, wait, that's the preseason. Son of a bitch. Oh, no, we start the season off with Cincinnati. Well, it looks like we're going to start 0-1. I had high hopes for the start of the year. We could lose all 3 of these games. Shit, dude. GM call you back about... Oh, now you can go back to GM? Hell yeah. You're going to Browns, Steelers, and Cleveland on Thursday night? Hell yeah. So the Patriots could start 0-3. Unless we get early season Cincinnati, which kind of will favor the Patriots in that one. Then we play the 49ers. All right, we're going to lose that one. Very good shot at 0-4. In Miami, could go 0-5. Houston could go 0-6. 50-50 game with Jacksonville. We could win this game. We could upset the Jets, so I'll take that one as a win. We'll probably beat them. They suck. I think we'll be able to beat the Bears. We'll probably lose to the Rams. Man, this is going to be a hard year for us. Why did we get such a hard schedule? What is this? We were like the worst team in the league. We'll probably lose to Miami. Well, actually, we might split this time. Colts is a toss-up. It always is. We'll beat the Cardinals. They're funny. We'll go 50-50 with Buffalo. We'll beat the Chargers. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for the Patriots. We won about 5 or 6 games this year. I think I counted. Looks like we could be picking top 5 again based off this schedule. Holy shit. What did we do to deserve this? I thought when you pick third, or when you're picking third in the draft, you're not supposed to have like the 9th hardest schedule in the league, which is what we have. I already know the strength of schedules. Pretty biased to say my team's going to win 5 games and be picking in the top 5. Really? What is bias about that? And I'm factually correct, by the way. We have the 9th hardest schedule in the league. It's just like, it is what it is. I think we have the hardest schedule in the division. Maybe Buffalo does, but I think we even have it worse than Buffalo. Fucking bullshit, dude. Anyway, Lions. Patriots are a better team than they were last year. We'll win more games this year. Our defense will be vastly improved. Our offense will be vastly improved. We're not going to be losing 10-3 games anymore. You have to remember, we lost like, what was it, 6 fucking games by like fucking 3 points or less, and the scores were like 10-7. Like, you have to kind of look at the context of the way a team loses games. If the Patriots had like even close to league average offense, we win like 8. No, I think we win 12 games. We win over this. It's like one of the craziest little things. The Patriots got blown out, I think, twice, and then every other loss they were in it by like 3 points or so. It's a lot close. It's a lot better of a team than you think. No, my team will be good again pretty quickly. Your team was bad for 2 decades. There's a difference there, Spears. I'm not trying to be mean, but my team looks like they're on the up and up now after a few years. Do you see the difference? We made a mistake with Mac Jones, though. That should only set us back a year, which is fine. We also won fucking 6 Super Bowls over the last 20 years. Anyway, what's your favorite team, anti-government? Let's look at the Lions' schedule. They start with the Rams. They could win that game. Tampa Bay's a win, especially since they're at home versus Tampa. So that's a W. They could start 2-0. They'll probably be Arizona 3-0. Lions fans, you're not going to like me saying this, but you guys are probably going to lose to Seattle. Actually, I don't know. That one's a 50-50 game because there's a new coach. I don't know if it was Pete Carroll that owned the Lions or if it's Seattle that owned the Lions, if that makes sense. Then you guys got an early ass bye. That's troubling. At Dallas, that's a toss up game. You'll probably split with Minnesota. You'll beat Tennessee. Everyone's going to beat Tennessee. Probably split with Green Bay. Actually, until Minnesota beats you guys are going to sweep Minnesota. Like, I don't think they beat you very at all, and I don't really know how good JJ McCarthy's going to be. You'll probably beat them both games. Green Bay, you'll definitely split with. But depending on the secondary, you guys might lose to Houston. If your secondary is good, you could win this game. If it's not, you might get your fucking you might get beat pretty bad. You'll beat Jacksonville. I don't think they're going to be very good. Indy, if they're good, again, if your secondary isn't good, you might lose to the Colts. Chicago, I think you'll split. Buffalo, I don't know how good Buffalo's going to be right now because I don't know how good Keon Coleman's going to be. You live in Canada. Oh, you're piggybacking the Lions? I feel you. Buffalo's the biggest toss-up for me. Again, I see the Lions winning 12 or 13 games, by the way. I see them as a very, very good team. They're one of my Super Bowl favorites this year. Buffalo, right now, I like just am not 100% sure what they're going to be. Are they going to be good? Are they going to be bad? Their receiving core doesn't look great. I'm not okay. You're okay. Hey, they're coming over, so you're probably going to have them in your state soon. So, hey, think positive. I have the Lions I probably have the Lions winning the NFC as well, Nolan. Depending on how the rest of the offseason goes, preseason, no injuries. Yeah, the Lions are probably my favorite to win the NFC. That's a complete football team. And I think they're going to make one more big splashy move before like everything settles. Because again, the more that's coming out about Jared Goff's cap hit this year, I believe it's 2 to 17 million, which is cut in half or cut by 30 million. Because again, he just got a $73 million bonus, which pretty much eliminates contract. You can just kind of eat away contract from that over 2 years. And I think the way they're doing it is they just opened up a wild amount of cap space from that deal with Goff. The cap hit for Goff this year is anywhere from 2 million to 17, but it's only as high as 17, which it was supposed to be 32. So the Lions just got like $15 million. So now when you have to look at that, you have to go, all right, now Detroit, who is probably thinking about signing a veteran corner after losing Cam Sutton, now the Lions can pay Stephon Gilmore. Now the Lions can pay Justin Simmons. Now the Lions can pay somebody in like a good veteran secondary guy to kind of go be a mentor to Terrion Arnold and to Enos Rickstraw, the two young superstars they just drafted, who they think are going to lead their secondary. The obvious move is Stephon Gilmore, by the way. I think the Ravens, the Ravens are going to be dangerous. I agree with that, Sean. The only problem for you is your division will make that very hard to win that. You guys do have Josh Allen, but he needs people to throw the ball to. We went from 0 to 6 primetime games. Crazy. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Spider. Now you know how the Lions feel. You know that meme? We changed this broke guy's life, and it's just like it's like a dude holding a stack of money. That's what CJ Stroud is for you guys. He's that meme, but like it's like the city of Houston. We changed this broke franchise's life. Lions win the 1 seed. I think if the Bills' offense is good, they could take the 1 seed in the AFC. But again, your problem is going to be with Baltimore and the Chiefs and Cincinnati. Possibly inside the airline. Johnson County K is the richest. Yeah, I think it's that's what I've heard too. Government. I always figured they were going to keep Goff because when you look at it, the thing with keeping Goff, yeah, we'll do the Browns in a minute. The thing with Goff is, and for the Lions, if you want to win a Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 years, your literal best option is Jared Goff. Go look. There's no free agent quarterbacks coming unless you think Dak Prescott's the guy. There literally just is no one good. There's no one good coming out of college anymore. The Lions have like their best option at quarterback to go win a Super Bowl in Jared Goff. Like there's no one coming unless they make a wild fucking trade for like or sign Matt Stafford again. Like, are they going to try and do that? Like a fucking broken down 38-year-old Matt Stafford? Are we that desperate? I mean, it'd be cool, but like, I don't know. Does he deserve that? Anyway, again, I think we split with the Bears, home splits. I think the Lions actually get revenge there, and I think they can beat the Vikings. No, it's not weird the Panthers don't have primetime games. Who was the first team that somebody wanted to do? Oh, it was Baltimore. I know Baltimore was up there. Somebody asked very politely if we could do somebody. Bills. It was the Bills. Green Bay. Yeah, we'll put them on the thing. I think what is it? Right now, I think the order is we'll go Bills. I believe the Browns were or Ravens, Browns, Baltimore at this point. So that's the order right now. All right. Baltimore or Buffalo. They start off with Arizona, not bad. Primetime game versus the Dolphins in week 2. Pretty standard thing, playing Miami early in primetime. Then you have Jacksonville week 3, another primetime it looks like. Another primetime again. 3 straight primetimes to open up the year for Baltimore. Or for Buffalo. Then you play the Ravens in week 4. Very good start to the schedule. W split, so I think you'll lose at Miami but win the home game. I think the Jaguars are going to beat you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I think you'll get over your loss to Jacksonville. 2-1. I think you'll probably lose this game. I'm not sure why. 2-2. But I think you'll somehow beat these guys 3-2. But with the Jets, this one's the away, so 3-3. You'll win that one, win this one, win this one. So the Titans, Seahawks, and then Dolphins. I think you'll win all those. Splitting with that one. So you'd be what, 6-3? Kind of a good start. I don't really know what the Colts are going to be, but I think you could beat them. 7-3. 7-4. Then you get a bye week after Kansas City. The 49ers. Actually, I think you'll beat Kansas City in the regular season, 8-3. Then lose to the 49ers after the bye week, going 8-4. I think you'll beat the Rams. 9-4. I think we gave the Lions the win on that one, 10-4. 11-4 with the Patriots. Damn, we play you guys like twice in a row. That's some bullshit. This is your home game versus the Jets, so 13-4. I see you guys winning a lot of games if everything goes right. 10-day rest. Yeah, that's a win. Oh, for the Bills? I didn't even notice that it was a 10-day rest. Holy shit, that's a long off day. No, I don't think you'll want to play a team like San Francisco like that long. I don't know. Maybe you might be right about that. Falcons, that's good because of the Kirk Cousins effect. Yeah, Buffalo could have a pretty good year. Their schedule is very difficult though. The Patriots and the Bills got like screwed in this division for hard games. That is a pretty good point. That's a good point, Sean. Yeah, Derrick Henry as your running back is hilarious. What's in 2 days space? You think you'll be undefeated after the bye week? Maybe. That seems a little hard. All right, now we're gonna go to Baltimore. I believe that was next. We did the JD. If you can rewind, we went over the Lions. Yeah, you guys are probably gonna sweep us. The Lions can't score runs. This is a Mickey Mouse season. I've already canceled it. It doesn't count. Unfortunately, the Tigers are not quite playoff ready. We don't have the offense. So if any of your teams win the World Series this year, it doesn't count. I've already declared it a Mickey season. Tigers still aren't good and ready. Sorry, I don't make the rules. That's just how baseball works. If the Detroit Tigers can't play, not a real season. There's only been so, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit. I think facing rivals division. Yeah, I think the early. I still think you split the. When the division opponents are all kind of close and good, I automatic split. So most likely you guys have 3 losses off the rip. I mean, it's like that's not bad, but you're 3-3 because of the division. Your division's too good. Actually, I think you'll sweep Pittsburgh. So we'll go 4-2 from the division. I don't think Pittsburgh has the line yet. The offensive line, I think they're kind of like in this weird rebuild year. But yeah, JD, if you rewind a little bit, you'll hear the Tiger stuff. Oh, that's good, Spears. Maybe you'll win then. Is If and Wisdom be on Netflix? Okay, Cody. Last season release, you were clowning it, and I was laughing. Clowning what? Steelers would still be 9-8. Yeah, I didn't want to do the schedule release last year because I was streaming baseball and I was being a prick. This year I can't stream baseball because there's no Tigers on right now, so we're fucking doing the schedule release. That's just I say things so people don't question why I'm doing it. In December, NFL games. Oh yeah, there'll be NFL games on Christmas on Netflix. All right, regular season for the Bills. Kansas City to open the year. I actually do think getting Kansas City early is the ideal time. They're not the greatest team to start the year off usually, so I'll give this win to Baltimore. Just think about like the last several seasons of how Baltimore starts the year off, or Kansas City rather. And Baltimore is usually a hot starting team too, so there's always that consideration. Yeah, they'll beat the Raiders. They should be able to beat Dallas, right? But for some reason, playing in Dallas is a whole different thing than like getting Dallas on the road. So I think that's a 50-50 game. If it was in Baltimore, this is a 3-0 start. But like the only thing that makes it weird is Dallas is fucking really good at home. They're one of the better teams at home, if you will, in the NFL, especially last year. And I think throughout Dak's career, that's been pretty consistent. They play way better when they're in Dallas. Hey, by the way, thank you for the 9 likes. I think that's most teams, right? They play better at home, but Dallas was what, like 7-1 or 8-0 last year at home. Then they play Buffalo at home. I feel like this is a 50-50 game. If Buffalo has a good offense, that's going to be tough to beat them. But you could be 2-2, 4-0, or 3-1 through the first. You know what I mean? That's the most likely start. Early season Cincinnati. You know what's funny? I think you'll flip these. I think you'll win at their home and then they'll beat you at your home. It's like a hilarious flip around. Baltimore dominate at home primetime. That's true. This is one of them weird ones where, because Cincinnati's a slow starting team, you'll probably beat the fuck out of them, and then they'll get their revenge later in the year. But again, there's like hardline rules with the NFC, AFC North. I don't know. It's a weird division up there. You'll destroy the Washington. No, I think you'll make quick work of Tampa. You probably lose this game to Cleveland. I don't think it'll be like you're not even playing Denver. If you had played these guys in week 8, you probably sweep Cincinnati, in my opinion, just by getting them like earlier in the year. But like by week 10, they're pretty much warmed up. And this is like right when they were like in the apex of Burrow mania. So you guys will probably lose this game. It is a primetime game though. Just sucks that it's going to be like primetime fucking Burrow. Like, you just know what I mean. Like, if you know how Burrow plays, like, this is about when his team starts kicking the shit out of people. At least when he's healthy. Damn, Space. You'll sweep Pittsburgh just because I think Pittsburgh's in kind of a rebuild, redo year. No, we haven't done Pittsburgh. We'll put them on there, though. But again, could Pittsburgh beat you guys in one of the games? Oh, yeah, 100%. You guys, these games are always weirdly close. So that's going to be tight. If Pittsburgh has a good offense, like if Russell Wilson's playing well, I could see them getting one of the wins, but the Chargers toss up. Yeah, it's Monday Night Football. Yeah, of course they were. Yeah, this is a toss up. I feel like it's both coaches are going to have good teams. They know each other very well. It'll be interesting. What's up, Tiger Town? How's it going, man? 2 different coaches now. Again, if you want to see us go over the Lions, we went over your schedule a little bit ago. You can just rewind till you find us talk and then come back if you would like. Yeah, Jacob, it's not that I think your team's bad. I just think you guys are in like a transition year. That'll be a fun game. I'm leaning you guys, but the Eagles will be a fun one. If the Eagles are good, you guys could lose this game. You'll beat the Giants. Again, I think you sweep these guys. Fucking toss-up game. Houston's going to be hard. They're going to want revenge. And then you beat Cleveland 10 this season. 7 wins, 10 losses. That's pretty good, Jacob. Yeah, that's probably about where I have you guys. Yeah, this is a very you guys got an easier schedule than the Patriots. What the fuck? Seems like bullshit, Sean. I think the schedule makers messed up and gave us like your guys' schedule on accident. I feel you, Jacob. My team is in a similar boat. Yeah, Baltimore should have a very good record this year because of this cupcake ass schedule. Only hard games are in your division. Fucking bullshit. In Kansas City. We have a few teams ahead of them. Who is next? We did Buffalo. We did Baltimore. Browns? It's third hardest? Really? Oh, it's your goddamn division, though. It's because your whole division finished like fucking with 9 wins. So you're all fucking like cracked out with the harder schedules. Somebody, I just want to remember who's in order. Hold on. Can you look at my Browns? Yeah, that is next. Okay. Like the Lion, it's the Browns, Packers, and then the Falcons. Yep, that would be next, Space. And then the Steelers. What's a dark horse to make the playoffs and a favorite to miss? A dark horse playoff team this year, huh? You want to know? It's going to come. I'd look at the Cardinals as a team that could shock people and get in the playoffs this year. I really think they could be really good. If the Bears hit on Caleb Williams, they could be a sneak playoff team because their defense is very, very good. I think they have good pieces on offense. Those are my two from the NFC, is the Cardinals and the Bears. I think you could really see one of these team, the Titans, maybe the Titans. I personally don't think so. We can do the Chiefs after the yeah, whichever one. Yeah, that's fine. In the AFC, because again, a dark horse isn't somebody like the Jets, right? Because they have Aaron Rodgers. A dark horse is kind of like you got Bears or Rams for the final NFC spot. Yeah, the Bears could sneak in. Cardinals, no, it's not. Cardinals rebuilt a lot of their team last year, and then I think Marvin Harrison is the final piece of the rebuild. Plus a couple more linemen. They very quietly rebuilt their team last year, Space, and they have a very good coach in Gannon. I'd be very careful with Arizona this year. Their defense, they quietly rebuilt that team. For the AFC, Raiders. What's up, Ian? No, the Bears could be a playoff team though if they hit with Caleb. If Caleb's a good quarterback, that's a 9 or 10 win team. I see this division is very good, except these guys. These guys suck. These are three solid football teams, though. I put these guys as the favorite. Green Bay is close second. Well, actually, I'm not too sure. We'll see about Love. Kyler Murray, yeah, Kyler Murray with the weapons he's got now is going to be a problem. I could see the Raiders being a dark horse. I want to say the Patriots, but I'm not allowed to, so I'm going to not say them. I guess the Steelers, kinda. Jags over Commanders. That's a big one. For my teams that might miss from last year, I think the Packers. I'm sorry, Green Bay fans. I know you're gonna hate me. Are a little bit suspicious for me. I don't know if Jordan Love's going to have a crash to earth, or if he was actually as good as we've seen. I don't know. And if the latter is true and he crashes back to earth, they're gonna be a miserable fucking team. And again, everything. I think no, you're good. I just think with like the Packers, I don't know if I trust a 1 year bump from a quarterback to say they're as good as everyone's trying to say they are. Now that everybody's got tape on Love, we'll see how it actually plays out. And the Bucks, I don't know if they make the playoffs this year. Yeah, I think the Bucks were very fluky. Yeah, we know that people know, but it's also the NFL schedule release. All right, now we're on to who the fuck were we just on? The Browns. Oh yeah, the Browns. Oh, I'm gonna do something real quick. Browns, Packers, Falcons, and then Steelers. Then who was after the Steelers? I don't know if anyone was after the Steelers. Packers. Chiefs. Oh, Chiefs. Yeah, we'll look at the Chiefs then. There we go. Yeah, the team that you guys. All right, let's look at the Browns. Regular season. They open against Dallas. They get the Tom Brady debut. I appreciate you, and you have a good night, man. Appreciate you, man. Always nice seeing you. Take it easy. You're good though, Andy, man. You're good, Andy Gov. What? I literally just said no. Now I'm pissed. Now there should be a fuck off. At home, I think the Browns defensively are a problem for Dallas, who does not play well on the road. Will not have the greatest run game early with Zeke. Well, actually, no, I think this is a problem. They'll probably beat Dallas at home. This is a game I have no idea, because if the Jaguars are good, they could beat Cleveland. So I just don't know how good Cleveland's passing defense. If it's improved from last year, that won't be a big deal. But again, they did have some weaknesses. They weren't the greatest pass defense, but again, their rush defense was so good, and their ability to get after the quarterback was so good, it kind of covered it up. But I think an improved Jaguars and a healthy and improved Jaguars passing unit might be a problem for them. We'll see, though. They'll beat the Giants. They'll beat the Raiders. They'll beat the Commanders. Eagles are a similar thing to the Jaguars, but not as severe. So kind of a 50-50 toss-up. Split with Cincinnati. Split with Baltimore. I feel like they're going to lose to the Chargers, and I'm not really sure why. They shouldn't. Sean, if you're still here, did the Browns do well against Greg Roman? I can't, like, for some reason, for the fucking life of me, I can't remember how the current iteration of the Browns did against Greg Roman, like the Kevin Stefanski era of the Browns, like literally the greatest era of Browns football. It's like right now. Feels like the Chargers play a lot of teams every year, not in their division. I'm not sure why it is. It seems like the Chargers have like 6 or 7 annual games. The Browns did, or the Ravens did? Ravens defense. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the Browns then. You taking off, Lawyer? I appreciate you, man. If you're taking off. Yeah, it'll be a tough one. That'll be an interesting game. If the Chargers are good, the Chargers may be able to fuck up Cleveland with the pass. Then week 10, the Browns get a bye week. They should be able to beat the Saints. They'll split with. They'll probably split with Pittsburgh. But again, I don't know the last time the Browns beat this team on a fucking primetime game like this. Don't the Steelers have like a magic fucking curse over the Browns? Like, this is the game the Browns would lose, by the way. No explanation. There wouldn't be a reason for it. That could be the Steelers' only win of the year. It would be this fucking game. No reason for it either. Steelers I shouldn't be thinking about it. I'm like, all right, the Browns should be able to overcome this and win this easily. Steelers primetime? I don't know about that. We're on 14 up to the Chargers 20. Hell yeah. All right. They should be able to beat the Broncos. Browns can easily win over 10 games this year. They'll split with Pittsburgh, though, most likely. At home versus KC late in the year. Toss up. Not like KC. They don't really run it. This game, I don't know. It's too early in the year to decide that one. They'll split with Cincinnati. They'll destroy Miami late in the year at home. Oh, God, dude. That's a massacre. Miami heading to Ohio in week 17. Oh, that's going to be fun. December 29th, 8:20 p.m. So nice and cold on a Sunday night. This is going to be a fucking destruction of the Miami Dolphins. That's almost an unfair scheduling. If I was the Chiefs or if I was the Dolphins, I'd be writing to the league like, hey, what the fuck is this? New Year's Eve or almost New Year's Eve out in the fucking snow. We just gotta lose that game? So we just get a free loss. Is that how this goes? Yeah, dude, I'm not even trying to be silly. They could destroy the Dolphins in that game. The Dolphins are not built to play in this game. There's going to be a fucking murder by the Browns. Nah, Browns are a double-digit win team. Their schedule is very winnable. Like, their schedule is not hard. Like, Dallas is a hard team. The Eagles are a hard team. Bengals, Ravens. Oh, Bengals, Ravens. So 6 hard games, 7 with the Chargers, 8 with the Bengals, or 8 with the Chiefs. And then Dolphins would be hard, but again, it's the context that it's like half their schedule is kind of blow off. Like half their schedule is literally listen to this shit. The Steelers, the Broncos, the Saints, the Commanders, the Raiders, and the Giants. You know what I mean? Like that's Brown's schedule is pretty easy. 9th weakest. Yeah, I was gonna say they have to be toward the bottom, dude. They got a very good schedule. I think they finished in 3rd place last year, and it fucking really helped them out. All right, the Green Bay Packers. All right, you guys ready? I have them losing to Philly week 1, losing to the Colts week 2, week 3 losing to the Titans, week 4 losing to Minnesota. Week 5 losing to the Rams, week 6 to the Cardinals, week 7 they lose to the Texans, week 8 they lose to the Jaguars, week 9 they lose to the Lions, they lose the bye week, they lose week 11 to the Bears, they lose week 12 to the 49ers, they beat Miami in week 13, they lose to the Lions, they lose to Seattle, they lose to New Orleans, Minnesota, and Chicago for a 1-win. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll put the Texans in there. I'm just fucking with you, Kenny. Getting the Eagles early in the year could result in a win for you guys. It's probably the best time for them. I just know Kenny was fucking pissed for a second. That's why I did that. And if Ven's watching, because fucking that guy's a prick. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Oh, look at that, Kenny. Your season opener is on Peacock. Oh yeah, it's Brazil. But yeah, they opened the season against Brazil, or in Brazil against the Eagles. That should be pretty interesting. I think they should win that game. Then they get their home opener against the Colts. Again, I don't really know what the Colts are going to be this year. They'll win against the Titans. Most likely they'll sweep Minnesota because of the situation this year. Rams toss up. Cardinals feel like kind of tossy-uppy at this point in the offseason. Texans feel like, you know what I mean? Texans could be a loss. They're the first loss on the schedule I see definitively. Like everything else, I could see you winning those games. But when I get to the Texans, I'm like, I don't know about that one. The Jaguars, I think you split with Detroit. I think you'll sweep Chicago until they beat you guys. I'm not going to say you guys will lose to that team. Like out of respect for you guys, I can't really be like, I think you'll beat Chicago. Chicago will finally beat you. Like, okay, then do it. Kind of like with the Jets. Until the Jets had beat my team for the first time since like 2012, I never would pick them to beat the Patriots. I'd be like, listen, until they show that they can actually do it, I'm not picking that. And like now I can pick the Jets to beat the Patriots and I don't care. I'm like, well, they fucking beat us finally. They can win again. They could, but we'll have to see it in place. The Texans are not a team that everybody can beat. The 49ers seem to have your team's number, your coach's number. So I'm going to lean Niners in that one. I think you'll be able to beat Miami at home late in the year. It's important that you're playing Miami late in the season in Lambeau. I think that helps out big time. Hold on, let me just add somebody in. Not to the stream, but to the so I don't forget. What's up, Wade? This is the one you lose to the Lions in week 14. Could be pretty costly. Primetime game. Probably beat Seattle. You get a new sweep. You beat New Orleans most likely. You beat Minnesota and the Bears. I'm not sure yet. If anything, you win this one because it's the away game or it's the home game. So, it's like a 9, 10, 11 win season. Feels pretty good. Doing good, Wade. Just having fun. We're just talking some schedules, looking at how people's teams may do. We did the Lions, so if you want to figure out what we said about the Lions, you just have to kind of go back and find it. All right, Atlanta Falcons. Let me stretch out a little bit. All right, what do we got? Week 1 for the Atlanta Falcons. They start with Pittsburgh. Ooh, Arthur Smith versus his former team rematch. You think they're going to tie somebody? All right. Then they play the Eagles. That's probably a loss. They probably lose to Kansas City. So 1 and 2. With I think they'll split with the Saints, so that could be like a 2-2 start. I think they'll split with Tampa. Could be a 3-2. I think they'll sweep Carolina, so 4-2. Probably lose to the Seahawks 4-3. Lose this game 4-4. Probably lose to Dallas 4-5. Probably lose this game 4-6. I think they could beat Denver 5-6. 5-7. I think they'll beat Minnesota 6-7. I don't know if their offense will be able to beat the Raiders. Actually, yeah, it's primetime Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna go with the Raiders, so like 6-8. I think they'll beat the Giants 7-8. I think they'll beat Commanders 8-8, and I think they'll beat Carolina, so 9-8. Sounds good. Pretty good for them. Anywhere from like 8 to 10 wins for this team. Pretty hard schedule. Dude, it's the beginning of their schedule that fucks them like hard. DJ Moore's coming back. Oh, that's good. It's these 2 games that really mess everything up for them. If they didn't have to play Kansas City and the Eagles, they could be a 10 or 11 win team. They'd probably be like a 12 win team without these 2 games. If they can win these 2 games, they could win a lot of games. That could be a easy locked up division in like week 14. A lot of my predictions depend also if Minnesota turns out to be good. You know what I mean? Like if JJ McCarthy's good, then Minnesota's gonna be a fucking problem. All right, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who stole some players from the Ravens this offseason. Truth be told, I'm not really sure how I feel about the Steelers this year. They're in kind of a rebuild. They just rebuilt their offensive line. They're kind of in this weird quarterback flux period of Russell Wilson leading to Justin Fields, it looks like. They revamped their defense quite a bit, so that's going to be a very strong unit. That's never really a question. Good coaching. So, they'll probably lose week 1 to Atlanta. I think they can beat Denver. Probably lose to the Chargers. Colts. Probably lose to them. Probably lose to the Cowboys. They could probably beat the Raiders. Aaron Rodgers, Jets, they can't win that game. They'll beat the Giants. They'll beat the Commanders. They'll get swept by Baltimore. Probably swept by Cleveland. Probably swept by Cincinnati. No, they'll win one game against the Bengals and the Browns. They usually do. They could fucking steal the Browns and sweep the Browns. They sort of beat the fuck out of Cleveland. They like disrespect the Browns. I'm not even sure how they win those games. It'll be like the worst Steelers team you've ever seen going up against the greatest Browns roster ever assembled. And the fucking Steelers are like, yeah, we won fucking 35-3. How? Oh, we just beat them all the time. It's just how it goes. We're better than them. We're cooler. We're stronger. We get more bitches. Big Ben's way cooler than Deshaun Watson. He was even a better like woman abuser. Like we're there's levels to this, and we're better on every level. He didn't do as many. He was more of a wild man than Deshaun was. He didn't have to go through all that shit because he paid the women. I will say it is shocking. I wonder how much money Big Ben paid to them women to shut up because not a single one came through on the Me Too movement. Makes you wonder if it even really happened. Yeah, I know. I look pretty good. The only problem for me is when I get haircuts, I look like a Nazi. It's just, I look like a right winger. I know, because of like the beard. Like, no, I promise, I don't believe in any of that. I'm actually pretty apolitical. But I know how I look, so I'm safe if they take over. I'll be like, hello. We just went over the Packers. If you want to rewind a little bit, Ven, I actually gave you guys a pretty favorable outlook. But my biggest concern for you guys, and this is like not trying to troll, like a genuine, like I have questions about. I always am curious about like the 1 year pop from a QB that we hadn't seen before. Like, and again, that's my only thing. If Jordan Love comes out and he looks like he did last year, then like that worry's gone. But I don't know why in my head I'm like, what if? Be careful. I'm never right about the Packers anyway. If you haven't noticed, I can't be right about them. I have this terrible bias in my head where I'm like, you know what? This is the year they finally suck dick. It just literally has never happened. Same reason why I can't see the Jets as a good football team. I just, in my brain, I'm like, yeah, and they're the Jets. They're gonna fuck it all up. I mean, last year it happened. I was just like, see, this is what happens to Jets fans. I have terrible blinders for very specific situations. It's the Packers, Jets, and the Patriots. Everything else I see clearly like it's like the Matrix. But I don't think anybody sees the Packers good. Them motherfuckers move in mysteries. I don't even think the team knows how they're going to move. I think they just, one day the GM wakes up and goes, let's just do this shit. Ravens Chiefs week 1's going to be good. All right, let me finish out with the Steelers one. They lose to Philadelphia. That'll be a fun game. Wow, they're playing again? It's pretty rare that we get back-to-back years the Eagles play the Steelers. Ravens, again, we said they're probably going to get swept. Probably going to lose. 5 or 6 wins for Pittsburgh. It's looking like the Patriots schedule. You know what's bullshit though, Ven? Why did the Patriots get like the 9th hardest schedule in the NFL? And the fucking Dolphins got like the 14th easiest? Is it because they're playing us that their schedule is that easy? Like, I'm praying to God that's why it is. But the NFL gave the Dolphins like the 14th or 16th easiest schedule, and they gave us a top 10 hardest. You fucking 30 pricks. What the fuck is that? My team's schedule is fucking brutal. Like, you guys do know we only won like 3 games last year, and we have a rookie QB. No, Ven, the Dolphins are getting what they deserve. You know what? We went over their schedule a second ago. Do you know what game they have this year? They have to play the Browns in Cleveland. Look, that doesn't sound like a bad thing. On December 29th at 8 o'clock. They have a primetime game in Cleveland on December 29th. Do you know how bad the fucking Browns are going to destroy that fucking brittle little team from Miami? The team that freezes up outside in fucking nice Ohio fucking December 30th weather. Yeah, dog, that's a massacre. I don't know why. That's fucked up that the NFL did that to the Dolphins. Now I don't feel like when I seen that, at first I was mad that they had an easier schedule. But then I seen that fucking game for them and I went, that's brutal, dude. They're gonna lose that. They have like 3 guaranteed losses this year. Then they had like, I think the Dolphins also play you guys like November 30th in Lambeau. I'm like, whoa, they're gonna lose that game too. I don't know why they gave them so many road games. They're like, hey, go have fun in the North this year, Miami. Fuck you guys. Have a good night, Kenny. I think you guys also do something very nasty to the Dolphins this year because of that. All right, we're looking at Kansas City now. I think we gave this win to Baltimore. I think they'll beat Cincinnati, even though, you know what's funny about this game being early? I don't know why they did that, because both of these teams are dog shit early in the year. The Chiefs don't start playing good till like week 5, and the Bengals like just randomly start going in like week 8, week 9 even. It's like, ooh, imagine fucking, this is like the one time a year you want to play one of these two teams. Like, that's why I like Baltimore. They start hot. Atlanta should win that game. Or no, the Chiefs will probably win that game. They might lose to the Chargers this early one. Especially now that the Chargers have good coaching. This is where the Chiefs usually wake up and they get an easy ass fucking cupcake team to play in the Saints. They go on a bye week and then they play, and then they probably lose to the 49ers on the road. And then this is where they start their win streak. They'll win this game against the Raiders. They'll beat the Bucks. They'll beat the Broncos at home. This Buffalo game's a toss-up. They'll destroy the Panthers, or they'll lose. I know that sounds like a weird. It's like, yeah, they'll either win or lose. Rob, what a great prediction. No. It's they'll destroy them or they lose the game. I'm talking like 42-7 type shit. Or they lose 35-32 in one of the craziest upsets and the Bryce Young coming out party game. It'll be this game. I don't know why I think that, but it's 100% in my head. If Bryce Young is a good NFL quarterback, he somehow upsets the Chiefs in this game. Because no one will think it. No one thinks it's possible. Even the Chiefs players are going to be like, yeah, we're not going to lose this fucking game. Even the Panthers players will probably be like, this is going to be tough. I don't think we can win this game. We'll see. Big game Bryce Young. I'm telling you, I don't know why I think this, but I have a weird fucking strong gut feeling about that. This might be a very good game that no one sees coming. They'll beat the Raiders again. They'll probably sweep them. They'll win the game at home versus the Chargers. Fucking feels like a toss-up game. Toss-up. They'll beat Pittsburgh, and if Kansas City has nothing to play for, they'll lose probably to Denver here. Who's after the Texans? Did we reach the ending of all the teams that we want to talk about? I'll go back on teams too, by the way. We pretty much got all the interesting teams anyway. Oh, damn. Texans got 4 preseason games, by the way. They get the Bears at the Hall of Fame game, Steelers, Giants, and Rams. That's cool. They'll probably... If Indy's good, they could split. So right now I'm thinking split, but we'll see. Again, I don't really know how good Indy's going to be. I feel like they're going to be good. I feel like they'll beat the Bears, especially early on. You know, everybody's going to beat Minnesota. Probably split with the Jags, but I'll lean. But at home, you get the win. I'm not really too sure how the Bills are going to be early, so I could see the Texans get that one. Big time loss to the Patriots. Right now, Green Bay is another one of them teams where they should be good. Right? Like nothing is in my head is telling me Green Bay is going to regress. Because again, their quarterback's older, but there's also this weird part of me that's like, yeah, but is Jordan Love actually that guy? It's like, most likely he played good in the playoffs. But again, it's just like I want to see a little bit more again. I don't hold like playoff failure as like oh, I told you he sucks. It's just like, no, he literally had a great year. So I don't know. This feels like a toss up. They'll beat the Colts this time. Jets are a toss up due to health. That Lions fucking Texans game on Sunday Night Football is gonna be so fucking good. Oh, dude. The NFL has some very good primetime games this year. I don't know if you guys seen Thursday Night Football quite yet, but this is arguably the greatest year of Thursday Night Football I've ever seen. We can take a raw look at it here in a second. The Dallas Cowboys, that'll be a fun game, but Dallas might win at home. They're tough. They'll sweep Tennessee. May lose this one to Jaguars. Miami in December, they're cursed. You might win that one. Kansas City, toss up. Baltimore, toss up. Then you'll sweep Tennessee. Pretty easy wins. But again, I think one of the coolest things this year is Thursday Night Football is in an auto skip. Listen to these games, dude. To start it off, we get the Bills and the Dolphins. Wait, hold on a minute. Yeah, this is right? Yeah. Bills, Dolphins. That's the first Thursday night game. Well, technically, it's also Chiefs, Ravens to open the year. So we get Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets, Cowboys, Giants. So some very classic rivalry matchups. Buccaneers, Falcons. That's the shittiest one. 49ers, Saints, or 49ers, Seahawks. That'll be pretty fun. Fucking Broncos and Saints, Vikings, Rams. They get like all the shitty ones out of the way. After this, it's like fucking money. Look at this shit. Except the Commanders, that one. This one kind of sucks. And this one kind of sucks. But the rest of this shit, isn't it Texans, Jets? If the Jets are healthy, that's fucking gonna be crazy. Aaron Rodgers versus Stroud. Bengals, Ravens. Fucking Commanders, Eagles, who cares? Steelers, Browns. That could be very, very fun. Raiders, Chiefs, Packers, Lions, Rams, 49ers, Browns, Bengals, and then Seahawks, Bears. This could be a game where Caleb Williams sets all the single season Bears passing records too. Gotta admit, for Thursday night, yeah, man, that's like again, like game for game. This is one of the greatest lineups for Thursday we've seen. There's only like 5 stinkers, and some of those games could actually turn out to be pretty good. There isn't a single Panthers versus Bears on this. Like even the duds are kind of pretty fun little division matchups. No, that means their defense sucks. No, Ven, you know how you do it? Caleb is winning them games, setting all their records, but their defense just sucks. Yeah, it's just what happened to Jay Cutler. Somehow Jay Cutler, man, the only time the Bears had a shitty defense. I'm not kidding, by the way. Like, somehow Jay Cutler fell in between the only eras of bad defense for the Bears. It's mind fucking blowing. If they would have had the defense they had just before him or just after him, literally like the season before him or the season after him, they win the Super Bowl every. Probably what, like if they'd have had their 2016 defense with Cutler, they'd have won what, 3 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowls with that defense alone. Cutler could have won them a Super Bowl with that, with his mediocre ass talent, with that defense. Yeah, that's 2 Super Bowls with Cutler, easy. Didn't work out that way. He's a little too old. Again, you put prime Cutler with that defense. That's at least 1 guaranteed, maybe 2. Like most likely 2. Like I think it's probably guaranteed 2 for them with an actual QB during that era, of having that defense that they had in 2016, 17, because it compared almost directly to their 85, but they just didn't. They had Mitch Trubisky and shit or whatever the fuck they were doing. I couldn't imagine, dude. Just having all that and just fucking wasting it. God damn. God damn. Can you imagine having the Bears defense that they've had and just nothing came of it? Every year, every like 4 years, you run out a historic defense that only gets broken by your defense down the like 4 years down the road. Literally just competing against yourself for all-time great defenses, just losing all the fucking. All right, Chicago. Now pick a quarterback. You can pick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Aaron Rodgers. Wait, what? Yeah, we're gonna pick Aaron Rodgers. He's our quarterback. Like, we were actually, that was kind of a fun topic earlier. We were kind of getting into that a little bit. From the NFC, I like. Speaking of the Bears, I like the Bears as sort of like a weird dark horse, right? Like if Caleb's actually good, that could be a very good football team. They could win 9 or 10 games, be a wild card team. And I think the more is the Cardinals. Despite having kind of like a spotty, wonky ass defense, I do think their offense is going to be wild to watch next year. They were good this year. As soon as Kyler came back, that was a whole different off. They were dynamic. They were fucking fun to watch again. It's Kyler with Marvin Harrison. It has me really like, but I don't know if they count as a dark horse team. The Cardinals. They've been so bad for so many years in a row now again. And then like bad surprises for the NFC, it's kind of hard to pick teams. I think Tampa shows major regression. Your team's kind of right there. Like it's kind of like one of them things where it's like most likely they'll be fine. Again, I have weird blinders to the Packers. But my biggest one is most likely the Bucks. Yeah, I wonder how much losing Canellis is gonna hurt them. Losing their center, like they lost some big pieces this offseason. Losing your center and losing your offensive coordinator can be really bad. I think the Falcons got got a lot better player coaching wise. I think the Saints got a lot better player wise. I think the Panthers got a lot better player wise, but I don't really think the Bucks did. They didn't really add anybody crazy. I mean, they kept Winfield, but they lost like their fucking key center, like their best lineman. If there was ever a team that could regress, it's them. Plus, like a lot of their stars are starting to get older. Evans is getting a little older. Godwin's getting up there. Uh, just something to keep an eye on. No, they depended completely through the draft, and I'm a little again. I like that. It's good to draft linemen, and draft a bunch of them. Fuck it. But I don't know. But yeah, the Bucks are my NFC team. I could see taking the major step back. And again, as long as Love's fine, you guys will be fine. AFC. I keep wanting to say the Patriots. Like if Drake May's a good quarterback, I feel like the Patriots are going to be a fucking monster team to play next year with their defense. However, since I'm not going to be biased and say that, even though I did the same thing for the fucking Bears, I think my team. I could argue my points till I'm blue in the face and no one will listen because everyone's just going to think I'm biased. Yeah, this is a surprise good way. I think the Patriots could surprise people in a good way. I think they had two sneaky good picks at receiver. Plus, again, if they found the number one receiver, which I think they might have with Polk or with fucking Baker, I think they finally got one. One of those two guys is a one. Everything else falls into place. The Patriots lost like 8 games by like literally 2 to 4 points. And if you go look at some of these losses, you're thinking it was like big scores. No, they're hilarious. Like the Patriots lost 10-6, 7-3, 6-3, fucking 6-0, 3-0. Like if the Patriots literally had a slightly better offense, we would have won like fucking 12 games last year. I'm not kidding. It's like that dramatic. So again, if the Patriots offense is actually somewhat decent and Drake May, like Caleb Williams, is actually a guy, Patriots could win like 8 or 9 games. And like seriously, because their defense is cracked, it's gonna have and like even though it didn't seem as good last year, you have to remember they were running like fourth stringers out there by the like middle point of the year. They lost like most of their starters. They had fucking like their 4th string corner on number 1 receivers at one point in the year. And it's like we had 2 UDFAs starting by the end of the year at corner. Everybody got hurt, so and we still finished with like top 10 overall, and like DVOA we were like 3, which is insane to think about. A team that put everybody on IR was still like DVOA like a top 5 defense, top 3 even. I think we were number 1. No, we were 2. Jets were number 1 DVOA. I think we were number 2. Like that's fucking crazy. And everyone's like, well, losing Belichick. It's like all the coaches there are Belichick's guy. Like, we'll see. No, Nicholas, you're not at all. We've kind of gone over a bunch of schedules. So we'll see what the Patriots look like. I think they could. But again, I don't know. I don't really like doing stuff with rookies. My surprise team for the AFC, I think, is I just don't know right now. Like the NFC, I have 2 pretty good picks, but again, I have trouble picking the Patriots, even though I really want to. They pretty much are one of my surprise teams. Like a dark horse AFC team. You know what the problem for the AFC is? The only really bad team in the AFC is the Titans and the fucking Patriots. Like an hour and 14 minutes ago. We haven't gone over the Dolphins schedule, Nicholas, so we can go over the Dolphins schedule. That's the actual problem with the AFC is I could see all these teams being good. My team's got none. Well, we got one Sunday night and then the fucking international game. So we have 2 kinda. We have 2 standalone games. Like the biggest thing is like I could see every team in the AFC North being good, even Pittsburgh if everything goes right. I could see every AFC East team being good. I could see every AFC South being good. I could see the AFC West being good. I think we'll win 11 games, but we need to win the 5. Yeah, Nicholas, you guys have to, but you know what I just seen in your schedule? Let's go look at your schedule. I seen a couple things that seem like a bit unfair. By the way, you can eat a bag of shit because you guys have an easier schedule than my team. I really hope it's because you guys play the Patriots. Oh, my dark horse in the AFC? I don't know. Like, there's only fucking 3 teams that I guess like the only teams that could be dark horses in the AFC feel like kind of the Steelers, the Patriots, the fucking Titans, and the Broncos. You know what I mean? It only feels like these 4 teams could be dark. Like, these 4 teams could be dark horses because everybody else, you can make a pretty strong case that they could be a playoff team. I'll go with the Raiders, I guess. Then for like just a gut reaction, I'll go with the Raiders. With that defense, I think the quarterback thing might work out. I like the coaching. I like the offensive pieces they have. It's just like it's just the division they're in. The AFC is so good. They feel like a dark horse. Yeah, if the Raiders quarterback thing works out, then they're actually yeah, that's probably my pick then, the Raiders. Because again, the Titans, Patriots, and the Steelers feel like, and the Broncos feel like they're all a year off. The Steelers are a little closer than the other two, but like again, if May is good and ready to play this year, the Patriots could be a dark horse team. They're certainly the candidate to be a dark horse team, but I need to see a lot from them. Yeah, the Broncos. Their quarterback situation's one of the worst in the league. All right, let's look. Okay, so you guys should be able to win the Jags. Buffalo, I think you split with. I think you beat Seattle. Tennessee ain't gonna be shit. Probably sweep us until we can beat you guys at this point, right? 9-8. Damn, we had the Bills like 10, 11 wins, but I could see it. They have a tough schedule. Colts feel like a toss up. Cardinals feel like a toss up. Probably again, I think you might split with Buffalo. I think you beat the Rams. I think you beat the Raiders. Probably sweep us. Green Bay's probably a toss up. Jets are probably a split home, especially if Aaron Rodgers is playing. Yeah, but they've also made a few changes this offseason. And I also want, like, they added a Donnie. I don't know. The Colts feel like a team I want to see in action. Texans feel like a toss up. 49ers feels like a toss up for you guys. All right. This is where it gets kind of shitty for you guys. I don't know why the NFL hates you guys. Like, they genuinely do. Because your last 2 games are going to be outside in the New York weather. That kind of sucks. But, it can kind of be balmy in New York. Dude, what the fuck is this? At Cleveland, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard, 12:29. They're like, all right, you guys are losing to the Browns. Nicholas, at first I was pissed off that you guys got an easier schedule than us. And then I seen this and I went, that's what they fucking get. Hey, you guys deserve that. That's bullshit. You guys are way higher than us on the easier schedule ranking. We're like the 9th hardest. You guys are sitting at like 15. I'm like, and then I seen this and I went, oh, there's like 2 games they almost can't physically win. That's like actually not fair. What's up, Miguel? I don't understand why they'd make you guys play this game in Cleveland of all places. There could be snow everywhere at that point. It's gonna be negative degrees out. That's brutal. That's a brutal game. Then you got to go to New York the following week, where it's going to be even colder. It's going to be January. But it also could be kind of. But at least you get the Texans, who are a dome team, and then San Francisco. So the weather won't be as bad for half the month, but you only have to play the Texans, the 49ers, the Browns, and the Jets. Nope, and you have to play four of the best quarterbacks in the league, four of the better teams in the league. Had to adjust that. I was like, oh, I'm wrong. I don't. Jesus. Here's what I think. Do we lose to Bills once, Jets once, Packers, Browns? It seems about right. I think the Patriots may get your asses this year. You guys aren't ready for Drake May. Are you guys ready for Josh Allen, but with like way better coaching? Packers game's not. Yeah, I was gonna also bring up the Packers game. That's kind of bullshit as well. It was freezing cold. You guys ready for slightly better at football Josh Allen that the Patriots got? No, I'm making a joke that Josh Allen and Drake May are the same quarterback, except that Drake May is way smarter than Josh Allen. I think we may have the thing that tips it in our favor finally. But we'll see. Plus, we also have Gonzo back now. Ain't no way we're getting fucking pieced up on by Tyreek Hill again. I think we've already got our weapons. I think people aren't ready for what we've got to unleash upon them. I'm a big Javon Baker guy, big Polk guy. Those guys look really good so far. He hasn't transitioned. I think he wants to play quarterback. The Patriots drafted him with the intent for him to play QB. So Colts is a tough one, but I don't like the Tyreek against secondary. Yeah, most likely you guys will probably beat the Colts. But guys, I just want to watch them. Like, I don't know why the Colts always intrigue me in the offseason. It feels like they have good off seasons, but like, I don't know why I believe that. Ooh, it's been a busy day. I've been up since fucking 7:30. I went to bed at like 1. Ugh. That's all right. I don't have to work till 6 tomorrow. You know, I worked 8 straight. No, I called off work Friday, but if I wouldn't have called out work Friday, I've worked 8 straight days if once I work tomorrow. But then I'm done working basically. I open Sunday and that's my last day working, so I'm excited. And I make the transition to working at a university. I'm excited as fuck, dude. I'm out the rat race. I'm officially a professional. Yeah, you're right. You guys could. There's a few teams that could come out of the gates like fucking monsters. If they play good and because they're like a hot start team. The Lions are a team I feel like that could really come out and benefit from their schedule. But like their schedule is pretty tough. Like, wait, is this? Oh no, it's not. The Lions could really come out and kick the shit out of their schedule. But the problem is they don't play these fucking two teams well, and they don't really play in Arizona well. AFC Dolphins 11-6, Jets 10-7, Bills 9-8, Patriots. Yeah, probably. I see it in the NFC North. I see it the Lions, Packers. Like I see the Lions winning like 12-13, Packers winning 11-12, Bears 9-10, and fucking Vikings not a lot. It's fine. It's how much you pay quarterbacks. Hold on. Let's go see if they finally put up the new. Hold on. See if Spot Track finally has the. What's up, Jacob? We went over your team. That's not true, by the way. 32 is not his cap hit this year. This does not have his. You might have to rewind to get the Steelers up. Have they put the new one in yet? Oh, they did. Perfect. So his cap hit isn't as big as you think. They're actually paying him less money, this year. So it goes 27, 32, which is not bad. Both of these are down from what they were supposed to be. And then it jumps up to 69, but most likely you push that off into here. And then most likely you get it around somewhere there. Not bad. But by this point, this is the next 2 seasons, right? So this is very good for a quarterback of golf. You're basically playing under 30 million for golf this year and 32 the next year, which is really good, right? That's fine. This is called your Super Bowl window if you're the Detroit Lions. By the way, Lions fans, welcome. Congratulations. Welcome to your first ever Super Bowl window. This is called the period that this is where your franchise believes it's going to win a Super Bowl by doing this. If they do, congratulations. You don't have to give a fuck about anything. You tell everyone to suck your dicks. Yeah, I think so too, Nicholas. And this happening just freed up the Lions like $5-6 million for this year. So again, the goal is to win a Super Bowl in these 2 years. That's the Lions' goal. And if they do that, everything's okay. None of this matters. They will gladly pay Jared Goff this money because he just won them the only thing they want. And by this point, the salary cap probably goes up $100 million more by 2026. I mean, it went up, like 80 million this offseason or 50 million. Probably goes up another 30, 40 this offseason, another 30, 40, 50 this offseason. And by 2026, 69 million probably looks more like 45. If that makes sense, right? I think percentage-wise, I think like near 70 would probably be more like 50 today. And 54 today would be more like 41-ish. Beat the Texans in a dome game? Yeah, we'll see. The Texans defensively could also be a giant question mark because they lost a lot of guys with all the 1-year contracts they did and that they do. They did lose quite a few guys, so their defense could be a little suspect. Yeah, it depends on Tua's deal. It's looking at when your players all start getting paid. Pretty much all of Detroit's contracts that they signed with St. Brown, with Sewell, with Goff, they all kick in about here. The Lions are pretty well fucked in 2026 if they don't win a Super Bowl. Like, because if we go to, hold on, let's look up. Okay. It's the similar thing. Hold on, where the fuck is his guaranteed? Oh, here's his cap, right? It's the same thing, right? Like Penei Sewell's cap money is 8, 9, and then 28 in 2026. Yeah, like, do you see how the Lions paid their guys 2 years early to keep their tax money low, or to keep cap hits low, and then boom, they start paying everybody. You could look at I'm on St. Brown. There we go. Then there's like St. Brown, same thing, right? 4, 13, 33, 28, 26. You see how the way that teams set this up? You can kind of go look if your team believes they're in a Super Bowl window. If they have a bunch of young stars like Detroit does, and when they're going to pay those young stars. So 2026 is when Detroit's going to start paying people. They're probably praying to God that the salary cap's up 100 million by then. Yeah, I mean, Jared Goff just got paid that, so it's fine. But to be fair, Jared Goff just had the Lions in the NFC Championship game. That was a little bit different. Waddle and Jalen Phillips. Yeah, at least you don't have to worry about Tyreek Hill. He said he's retiring at the end of his deal, and it sounds like he's very serious. Sounds like he's done. He don't want to play no more. Well, but that kind of makes a little bit of sense, right? For Tyreek Hill to retire before his speed goes. He literally has nothing else but the speed. He's very good at football. He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot. But once his speed goes, he doesn't break. I've never seen him break a tackle. You guys are Dolphins fans. Have you ever seen Tyreek Hill break a tackle? Dude, once that speed's gone, he's fucking done. He's not like a tackle breaker or fucking big Mr. Physical man. He's fucking 5'8". Weighs 110 pounds. This man's tiny. I think I'm literally the exact same size as Tyreek Hill. How tall is he? Hold on a minute. $5'10". Yeah, he's 5'10". 180. So he's like 20 pounds heavier than me. Okay, 5'9", 5'10". He's my exact size, dude. Like I'm like probably almost the exact build of Tyreek Hill, except he's way more muscly. And that probably explains why I weigh like 165 and he's 185. Again, there's other things like I'm faster than he is. I got better hands than he does. I'm better with bitches than he. I've seen him get murked out. He's not a very good corner. I'm probably a better corner than he is. Yeah, the Jets got a ton of prime times. Well, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback. Tyreek going break. No, Tyreek's doing fine, man. He got a lot of money. Plus, I think he's probably super well invested in other things. At least you'd hope, right? But he seems like the kind of guy who wouldn't be just having money and not having it make money, if that makes any sense. If they stay healthy, one of the better teams in football, probably. I mean, dude, come on. Like, there were times where people thought fucking Zach Wilson was going to be good because the Jets offense is so fucking stacked. They should win every bit of 10 games. If Aaron stays healthy, that's a really good team. I hate saying it, but it is what it is. That team is fucking loaded. I hate it so goddamn much. It's kind of like the Packers. It's like, God damn it, if their quarterbacks are good, those are two good teams. And I hate it. Yeah, and plus, like, the O-line, I always say, like, when a team feels their biggest need, I really have trouble critiquing them. The Jets have a perfect defense. Almost everything on their offense was perfect except that dog shit line, and they addressed it. It's kind of like the Lions. I feel very similarly about the Lions, and like, boy, that's a really good team with very little flaws. The only thing that could fail them is like the corners they drafted suck. And like for the Jets, it's like, well, all those linemen you drafted and signed sucked. Yeah, which is possible. It's a fucking crapshoot, but I trust the Lions. I don't know about the Jets. They have bad luck. We'll see. All right. Well, that's about an hour and a half out of me, guys. I think we've talked about all the schedule shit we can talk about. Plus, I'm pretty sure we've gone over every team's schedule by looking at like 10 schedules. Kind of sad though. You know what's why it's sad? It's because there's no more NFL stuff now until fucking training camp. For sure, Nicholas. You have a good night, man. I appreciate you stopping in. You have a good night, man. Damn. Hopefully you're not too tired at work. Like I said though, we'll be live again tomorrow for some MLB The Show stuff. So if you guys like that, you can stop in and chat football, chat whatever in those. During the baseball streams, feel free to come chat football stuff. I don't really care that much. Yeah, that's about it for me though, guys. I'm exhausted, so I'm getting out of here. It's been a long day for me. Basically been working since 2. Got out of work at like 10:15, and then I immediately ran home and went live by 10:42. Yeah, you guys have a good night too. So I'm ready to go relax for like an hour and then pass the fuck out. Peace out. Take it easy, everybody. As always, go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, go Patriots. I was like, which way did I say that? But yeah, that was our kind of gut reaction to the schedule so far. We'll see how things play though. I feel like I'm forgetting something that we didn't do, but oh well. You guys have a good one. Peace.